Alright guys, today I wanted to make a video on Mbete for Manchester City. He has made a few appearances for them, but hasn't really yet broken into the first team properly. Played his first full 90 minutes last season in the League Cup against Wickham, and yeah, he looks like a very good player. He's a centre back, very big, strong, and powerful, with speed and just all round like strength, like a very athletic player. And he's also very good with the ball at his feet. That much you expect from a player coming through the Manchester City youth ranks these days, especially under Pep Guardiola's. And yeah, he looks like he's going to be a very good player. I've only seen him a few times, and it's quite hard to find highlights of him for some reason, like on YouTube or the internet in general. But from what I've read about him in articles as well, he is very important to the youth teams he has played in at Manchester City because he's like a natural leader and is very vocal on the pitch as well as off it. On the pitch, he's sort of described as like a bit of like a chess player, like controls what's going on around him, who needs to be doing what at what time. So very much like the leader of the defensive line, controls where his fullbacks are and where they should be, that sort of thing. He's also made a couple of other late substitution appearances, one in the FA Cup and one in the Champions League, actually against Sporting Club de Portugal, in a bit of a meaningless game, I should say. City were 5-0 up after the first leg, and it was 0-0 in the second leg. So, you know, they weren't risking anything at all by bringing him on. He's in England youth international, plays for the under-19s team. He's only 18 years old still. In fact, he's actually younger than me, which, I mean, if you compare a picture of me to a picture of him, he looks about 5 years older than me. I'm just very small and underdeveloped. But yeah, he does look like he's going to become a very good player. It's still a bit too early to say yet whether he'll play like at the highest level. I mean, the most likely thing to happen is that he struggles to break through into Man City's team, because I think these days we see with centre backs, obviously with forwards, they tend to be able to break into these big teams like Man City, Liverpool, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, PSG, whoever, and get game time because they can come off the bench for the last 20 minutes. They can, or like in a game if they've already won, and just show what they're about. Whereas with defenders, it's very hard because in general, defenders don't tend to be subbed on unless a player's injured, and also that it's seen as less trustworthy. It's seen as a position where you need experience. So what's most likely to happen is Man City loan him out a couple of times. He does well in these loan moves, and then he moves to a team lower down in the league, like say Southampton or Crystal Palace, or maybe even like a top team in the Championship, like West Brom or Sheffield United, and does well there. And then maybe if he does perform like really above expectations, another top team will come in and try and sign him back, or Man City might have a buyback clause or something. But I do think, from what I've seen of him, he has potential to be a very good Premier League player in the future. Who knows, maybe even for England, in terms of like the actual first team. But yeah, anyway, that's my thoughts on Luke and Beat. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.